we need to talk. If you're using Safari or Chrome, I was too. But lately, something's been bothering me. In the AI era, browsers are getting smarter, but privacy is getting harder to protect. And honestly, that stresses me out because most AI browsers feel powerful, but also kind of invasive. Your chats, your browsing history, your data, where does it actually go? So I started looking for something different, something that still gives me AI help, summaries, writing, research, workflow, but keeps everything local. And that's when I found Neo. What made me pause was this: your chats and browsing history stay on your device. Norton Web Shield blocks malicious sites and phishing before you even click. You choose what Neo remembers, or you turn memory off completely, so you're not trading intelligence for privacy. And it's available on Mac and Windows, and it's free. In this video, I'll show you how I've been using Neo in my daily workflow. Tabs, focus, AI help, writing emails, all of it. And then you can decide if it's worth switching. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the first thing you see when you open Neo. It's calm, like it's not trying to sell you 400 things at once. You land on this super clean good morning page, and in the middle there's basically one main thing, this big search bar / command bar. And I like that they don't call it search only. It's more like do anything. You can type a normal search, paste a URL, or you can literally just ask Neo something. And there's even that little hint text in the bar telling you can reference tabs with the @ symbol, which is kind of the whole point of it being AI native instead of AI as an extension. Top left, you've got the weather. Mine says Berlin, -8 degrees Celsius, which is rude but accurate. Top right, there's this little clock plus date widget, so it feels like a start page, not just a blank tab. And then there's this small pill under the bar that says your privacy matters. And when you hover it, it's basically like your chat history stays private on your device. I love when privacy isn't hidden inside a 12-step settings maze. Like, just tell me up front. Also, bottom here, there's a tiny news for you card. It's not screaming at you, it's just sitting there, existing. Very, if you want it, it's here. On the left side, you've got the usual browser stuff. New tab, bookmarks, that whole column, but it's super minimal. No visual clutter. There's even a tab called Magic Page on the left, which makes it feel more like a workspace than a browser. And then in the second screenshot, this is where it gets more Neo, because now you can see the Neo chat panel open on the right. So you're still on that same calm start page, but you have this side panel where Neo is ready to help. And it's giving you example questions like, what are supported features? How can Neo enhance browsing? What actions can it perform? Which is nice because sometimes you open a tool and you're like, okay, cool, what do I do with you? And the chat input is down here on the bottom right. Ask Neo anything. So it's always available, but it's not taking over your screen. And also, quick thing, yes, there's dark mode too, because I know some of you are about to ask, and I'm not fighting a white screen at 2 a.m. for fun. But yeah, first impression is basically, it looks like a browser that wants you to focus. And the AI is there without doing the most, which is honestly the vibe I want from AI in 2026. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. So now imagine this. I'm on that same clean start page, same calm layout, same magic box in the middle. And instead of typing a normal Google search like a caveman, I type, how many pandas exist right now? And this is the first AI native moment, because I'm not being redirected to a search results page full of ads, SEO blogs, and top 10 panda facts you didn't know. It just answers me right there in the browser. So what happens visually is actually really nice. The screen shifts into this dark mode style content panel, super focused, no distractions. And it generates this structured answer called Giant Panda Population Update. Already feels more like a mini report than a random snippet. It gives the total number around 2,708, a short explanation, a breakdown of wild versus captivity conservation status, and actual sources. And this is important, it's not just text. There's a big panda image embedded. There are clickable source links. There's a proper structure with headings and bullet points. It feels like ChatGPT plus Google plus a curated article, but inside your browser. And look at how it's laid out. Big clean heading, short paragraphs, clear bullets, no wall of text, no overwhelming UI. And at the bottom, you can literally click sources. So it's not just trust me, bro, AI. It shows where the info is coming from. And this is what I mean when I say it's AI native, because I didn't open a separate tab. I didn't open a chat window. I didn't paste anything anywhere. I just asked a question in the same bar I would normally search in. And it understood, okay, this isn't a URL. This isn't a product search. This is a question. And it switched modes automatically. That's the subtle part that makes it feel smart. Also notice something else. The layout feels like a proper page. At the top, it says Giant Panda Population Update. So it's almost like Neo turned my question into its own mini web page, which is honestly really cool from a UX perspective, because now I can scroll it, reference it, ask follow-up questions in the bottom Ask Neo Anything bar. It feels like I'm in a conversation, but inside my browsing flow. And again, dark mode looks really good here. The gradients, the contrast, the panda image popping against the dark background. If you're coding at night or just prefer darker interfaces, this is actually very clean. So this first AI feature is basically search becomes conversation conversation, results become structured content, and sources are visible, and I didn't leave the browser once. That's the difference. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite things. So now I'm inside Gmail, normal inbox. I click compose, blank email open, and instead of opening another tab, going to ChatGPT, copying the context, explaining who I'm writing to, I just open the Neo chat panel on the right. And look at this. At the bottom, it literally says one context, Gmail, which means Neo already understands. Okay, she's inside Gmail, she's writing an email. I didn't paste anything. I didn't explain anything. It just knows the environment. That's the difference between AI as a website and AI as part of your browser. So then I type something super messy, like write a birthday invitation for me. Make it warm and friendly, add a few emojis, and don't make it sound robotic, which is exactly how I would type when I'm in a rush, by the way. And Neo just cleans it up. It turns that chaotic sentence into an actual structured email. Proper greeting, clear wording, nice tone, emojis but not cringe. Doesn't sound like corporate LinkedIn energy. And here's the best part. I didn't leave Gmail. I didn't break flow. I just copy, paste, done. That's it. And for creators, freelancers, students, anyone sending a lot of emails, this saves so much mental energy because writing isn't hard, but starting is. And Neo removes that ooh, what do I write moment. Also notice how the chat panel feels separate but not invasive. It's on the right, dark mode, minimal. You can close it anytime. It's not hijacking the whole screen. It's assisting. And that context badge at the bottom is low-key genius. Because imagine, you're in Gmail, it knows email context. You're on a job listing, it knows job context. You're in Google Docs. It understands you're writing so instead of explaining, hey, I'm writing an email for my birthday invitation. It already understands what environment you're in. That's what makes it feel proactive. And honestly, this is the type of AI I want. Not something that screams for attention. Just something that quietly helps me move faster. Copy, paste, send, done. Okay, this is where my productivity brain gets happy. So first, tabs. You can keep them on the top like a normal browser. Very familiar, very safe, no learning curve. But if you're like me, and you sometimes have 14 tabs, open minimum, you can switch them to the side. And that changes everything. When they're on the left, it feels more like a workspace than a browser. Almost like VS Code meets Safari. You see them stacked vertically, clean little labels, and because they're vertical, they don't shrink into tiny, unreadable rectangles like normal browsers do. You actually see what they are. And then groups. This is the part I love. You can literally create a group. So now instead of random chaos, you've basically created a learning front-end workspace. And the crazy part is you can collapse it. So if you're done with that research session, it's just one clean block on the side. Also, if you click here, you can enable smart tab grouping, which is very nice if you have 30 or more tabs open, which I think is so cool and smart because we don't browse randomly. We browse in sessions. One session for researching a framework, one session for debugging, one session for writing emails, one session for client work. Neo lets you visually organize that. And the UI is minimal again. Just small icons, tabs, bookmark bell, plus nothing screaming at you. Also notice the tiny animation and spacing. It feels modern but not flashy. And when you switch between top tabs and side tabs, it doesn't feel like you installed an extension. It feels built-in, native, which is important because when tab grouping is bolted on later, it feels awkward. Here it feels intentional. So if you're someone who researches a lot, codes, studies, creates content, or just hates tab chaos, this is genuinely helpful. And combined with the AI features, now you've got organized tabs, grouped sessions, context-aware, AI dark mode, and no visual clutter. It feels like a browser made for people who actually work online, not just scroll. So yeah, if you're into AI, but you also care about privacy, like actually care, not just accept all cookies care, then I genuinely try Neo. It's one of the first browsers I've used where the AI feels built-in, not bolted on. It helps, it stays out of the way, and you're still in control of your data. So if that sounds like your vibe, I linked it down below. Download it, try it for a few days, see how it fits into your workflow, and tell me what you think.